Every KSI ego moment explained by blogger ARTTI. I don't know how to pronounce that. So yeah. Let's get on to it though.
In a recent sidecast video, Josh and Ethan both express how KSI's ego seems to be getting in the way of them shooting their videos. It comes after a recent video dropped on the Sideman channel of them surviving the 7 wonders of the world, which in the video KSI is partnered up with his brother Deji as they go around Rome and the Colosseum. But many people and fans have basically stated that in this video KSI seems detached and uninterested throughout the entire video, which were claims that were put to KSI in the recent sidecast video, and KSI basically stated that because of his luxurious lifestyle, he found the video and the location to be completely uninteresting to him, so he basically was completely disengaged from the entire thing.
Maybe if I won that fight, things would be so different.
Your ego would be off the
and then, I don't know, like, maybe I would have left the side, man.
No, just bloody rage baiting.
Why would you have left
just rage baiting again?
If I had beaten Tommy, I would have left the side, man. It's true, though.
Good clip, well done.
Really?
Bro, I'm sick and tired of these long-ass shoots, bro. Nah, honestly. But they know this. I've told them. These shoots are way too fucking long.
Yeah.
So I think KSI had been one to lead the side, man. But he just never, like, had the courage to, do it. I think it was just like a funny joke sometimes. But I feel like deep down inside, no, that dude really want to lead the side, man. Like, since the beginning of time. Right. Since the earlier days of YouTube. Because I remember I used to watch a little bit of Sidemen's.
KSI's ego issues did not start in 2026. This goes back years, all the way to 2017, when we saw almost the exact same movie play out. JJ suddenly announced that he was leaving the Sidemen, said he could not stand Ethan.
Why I'm leaving Sidemen? Mainly because of Ethan. I'd say he was the main reason I'm leaving. Can't stand him.
And even dropped a video with a diss rap at the end aimed directly at the group.
Fuck the Sidemen! Nigga living better, I don't need them!
Ethan clapped back almost immediately with a video literally titled Replacing KSI in the Sidemen House, then dropped a full diss track called Drama the very next day.
Oldest, your channel shit washed up, you're the oldest. There's 5 other guys you could have went in on, mistakes were made in the process. How come when everything goes wrong in your life you stick it on me? Are you upset?
JJ reacted, the entire
Oh, thank you. You cut off that freaking song. Golly, that song was trash. That song is trash. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, that had to be the top 10 worst diss I ever saw in my life. Like, on the God honest truth. Like, I understand it sound like some the UK, but you are disrespecting the UK, my guy.
internet went crazy for about a week and a half. And then, just as quickly as it started, it was over. JJ was back, everyone was friends again, and the whole situation disappeared. Years later, JJ admitted that the entire thing had been staged for clicks, even throwing Harry under the bus for taking the joke further than it was originally supposed to go.
No, bro. It was meant to be fake, and then it got fucking real, bro. Harry ruined it. Harry fucking ruined the whole thing.
Bro, can you not tell it hurt? Listen to him.
This motherfucker, it was meant to be me and you, Ethan, and that was it. And Harry was like, nah, I want a piece of this motherfucker.
You're saying it was meant to be you and Ethan, like Ethan was involved in the plan. You just did this.
But this was just the tip of the iceberg. Right after KSI
Oh yeah, I remember we watched this. We watched this, bro. KSI should have won
had
this.
lost to Tommy Fury in a fight he genuinely put everything into. The Sidemen, all of them, were standing around JJ with a sign over his head that said loser. Loser.
But we have a special seat for you.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Really?
Bring in the chair of shame.
Oh wow.
Oh no. Oh no. I can't even get it in. Even the way it arrives. Yeah, it's shameful. More embarrassing.
Oh, that's quite sad. It's quite sad, really. Oh, no.
You know what, Steve? You guys had this pre-made. Before the fight even happened, you had this pre-made. No, that's terrible.
I imagine there would be a throne if it was.
On the train yesterday, I went, you reckon it's possible to get loser in balloons? Yesterday. Go on.
They filmed it, laughed about it, and moved on. For years, it was just banter. That is what the Sidemen do. But years later, that same clip gets dragged back up by KSI, and suddenly, it is being framed as bullying. His own friends humiliating him in front of millions of people. The irony is, after KSI lost...
Was they at the game? I mean, was they at the fight? I mean, was they at the little fight thing? Or they was just watching it on TV? Well, they was there?
Lost to Tommy Fury, JJ genuinely could not accept it. He came out afterward claiming the fight wasn't even fair, saying the judges favored Tommy the whole way through.
Robbery. It's a robbery, bro. How many jabs did he land? How many jabs did you land? You didn't get hardly any shots off. Huh? And you got a point off as well.
I'll tell you one thing. He can land 2 right hands around, but I was pushing the pace, I was throwing the shots. And I was the one working.
You weren't landing. You weren't landing. You weren't landing. That's all. Look at your face. Look at your eyes.
Basically refusing to just take the loss like a normal person would. And it did not stop after fight night either. Days later, he was still bringing Tommy up in conversation after conversation, still finding ways to mention him.
You were undefeated.
Yes.
Until you fought, and you will know him from Love Island, Tommy Fury, in the ring, and then you lost on point.
Well, I technically don't believe that I lost. I still think I won.
And at some point, it stopped being about the actual fight and turned into him going after Tommy's personal life instead, throwing in digs that had nothing to do with boxing at all.
And to be honest, Tommy Fury has been pretty embarrassing these past few weeks. From him being...
I don't lie to you. They need to have another rematch of that, saying Tommy Fury, KSI, I would sit down and watch that and react to it. Like clips of it. Only clips, I can't watch the full thing. They'll probably take down my whole video and block it. Like clips of every fight of, every round. They need to low key run that back. I'm not gonna hold you.
With Chris Brown having zero rhythm, looking hella awkward, to him attempting to dance with Tion Wayne, to whatever this clip is, all while Molly May is looking after his kid at home.
Genuinely, if you lose fair and square, the normal move is to take it, learn from it, and move on. JJ did the opposite. He turned one loss into a whole extended saga of excuses and personal shots. And that alone tells you a lot about how hard it actually is for him to just say he got beat. And it's not like the people around him haven't noticed either. There's a whole episode of Sidemen's podcast literally titled, Is KSI an Omega Male? And that one says a lot on its own, because this isn't strangers online calling him big-headed. This is his own 6 best friends making a whole episode just to talk about whether he thinks too highly of himself.
Is there any egos, a power trip?
In the group chat, right? So JJ's super impulsive. Like he will.
Whoa, what the fuck?
But if he has an idea or something, or he wants an idea to go a certain way, it's if it doesn't happen within the next hour, he's gonna throw his toys out the pram.
Then there's a whole episode of Ask the Sidemen, literally titled, You Are a Fraud, JJ.
Damn.
And this one is actually worse than it sounds. Being cocky just means you talk yourself up a lot. Being called a fraud means people think the whole image isn't even real. And this wasn't just one comment from one hater. It was enough fans saying it that the group felt they had to make a whole episode just to respond to it. And then there's the NFT situation, back during his crypto phase, where he genuinely thought launching his own NFTs was a great idea, at a time when literally everyone online was already making fun of people for doing exactly that. So even before anyone said anything to him, he was already trusting his own judgment over what was obvious to basically everybody else. Then the rest of the group had to step in and talk him out of it. And it wasn't quick either. One of them had to sit down and go through every single reason it was a bad idea.
Has there ever been something that's gone so far down the line and then last minute you've got, this just isn't going to work, we need to sack this? NFTs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This was KSI in his KSI crypto era, and we got this.
What's the point of bringing it up in the light of day, bro? That should have been a group chat call right there, or in private stuff.
big shiny presentation for the Sidemen NFTs, one of 10,000.
Wow.
And NFT projects, especially back then, were like, launch the NFT project, make $20 million that day. What happens afterwards, everyone should make money, but if they don't, who cares? You made 20 mil. And we had this big, like, deck. And like, JJ thought it was the best idea. And then the other guys were like unsure. And I was like, I will not let this happen. So I had to like do a detailed breakdown of every reason why I thought it was a bad idea. Because I was like, I want to kill this dead now because I do not want there to be a Sidemen NFT.
Yeah.
I do not ever want to make millions of dollars at the direct expense of fans getting nothing for it.
Now let's get into the part that really built this reputation. The constant, almost compulsive need to remind everyone how big he is. There's a podcast clip where he's mid-conversation about trying to compete with Mr. Beast, throwing around numbers about views in shorts and long form, and then casually mentions that he told the Sidemen boys directly that he's going to get more subscribers than them, more views than them, and that he's already beaten them in views for the month. So now it's just subscribers left to chase.
I'm trying to compete with Jimmy.
And Jimmy's on
Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
how many subscribers does KSI got? And Mr. Beast just hit. Let me look at KSI. How many channels he got, low key? Oh yeah, I ain't want to see KSI. How many channels you got, my guy? Yeah, 2 channels. Okay, here are all the channels. You got a clip channel, you got a music channel, and then you got the plus channel. I had to do the math after that, but Mr. Beast. I love saying that. Mr. Beast got 513 subscribers. Well, 513 million subscribers. Right, million. So I don't know. I had to do the math if they combine the channels, but that's still, he still wouldn't compete with Jimmy because Jimmy, aka Mr. Beast, got hella other channels that's already probably 10 times way more than him.
To the Sidemen boys, I'm gonna get more subscribers than Sidemen, and I'm also gonna get more views than Sidemen. So I've got more views than Sidemen in a month, so now I just need to get more subscribers. Yeah. And then it's just keep it up, and then it's like, all right, cool. I'm looking at Speed now. I need to try and get more views than Speed, and I need to get more
Speed.
Yeah.
Ain't Speed just hit 60 million? That's crazy, bro. I doubt that. I doubt KSI could I feel like at best he's gonna be stuck at like 20 million to like 29 million. Give him about like 5 years.
Yeah. And then after Speed, who's next?
Yeah. And then there's the Beyonce line, comparing himself to the Beyonce of Destiny's Child or the Harry Styles of One Direction. When someone asks who's the equivalent in the Sidemen,
it's always like a Harry Styles, in One Direction, or a Beyonce in Destiny's Child. You could argue I am that of the Sidemen.
Then there's the Speed argument, where he insists he's more famous than Speed, gets told no by someone in the room, and immediately calls them mental for disagreeing.
I think
Speed walks down the road.
Also, Speed as a person is more famous.
And I disagree.
No.
It's like, okay, who do you think is more famous? Me?
Well, I could say, yeah, maybe Speed now, but back then, maybe KSI was like, popping and what was one of the biggest, biggest top 5 people back then when, growing up and watching. But now, no. You like everybody else. It's just gnome and you're regular. You're not doing too much. You're not doing too less. Mind you, I think Speed did this, about 3-4 years ago? 3-4 years ago. He did this in 3-4 years ago. He do nothing but streaming. He don't do no videos. He do nothing. He stream all day. No videos, no type of videos, just nothing but stream. And don't edit nothing in his live either. it's everything is just straight clear. So whatever he said on that live, it's good.
Your speed.
Speed, mate.
You're mental, bro.
Add in the whole president of UK Ballers thing, his own editor going out of their way to dunk on Vicstar123 online.
Get to 100 million views across the world with your personality.
With
no one
too
can
much-
do it.
I want to be the guy that can get 100 million without having to be a robot.
I'm very excited to see it.
Okay.
I invite you to do it and I will
Okay.
enjoy watching.
Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes
Yeah.
Hoes mad.
Which is genuinely a red line you don't cross. And this pattern isn't new either. It goes back further than any of this. On Sidemen Tinder, he's visibly bothered whenever a girl rejects him or turns a joke back on him.
I'm JJ.
I mean, I ain't saying she's
Visibly
the.
bothered whenever a girl rejects him or turns a joke.
I'm not saying she's the baddest. She like a 7 out of 10. Looking like she could be somebody's school teacher. Maybe librarian. I wouldn't even be tripping about it. I would be like, oh, okay.
Back on him.
I'm JJ. I'm 25. And my chain costs more than your house.
Really, JJ?
Ooh, never mind.
You don't know what my house looks like.
Ooh.
My house takes.
Ooh, nah. I'm sorry. When I go off appearance, when I look at females, face gotta look good. Teeth. I mean, you can have a little gap. You can have a little gap right there, but don't let that gap be. I don't have no big gap. I don't have no. no gap. Don't have them type of gaps. And then you gotta have your hygiene's gotta be good, and you gotta have a decent, great personality, and that it will be all right. And you gotta have your toes done, finger done on the regular. Maybe sometimes you might not, feel like getting your toes or at least have your toes done. I ain't tripping by no, nails done not all the times, but no, I would love you, to get your nails done and, always keep your toes done. Just
The
saying.
whole street. That little thing there around your neck takes up not most of your neck, so you can go and swift to the left.
Damn.
You're giving James Bond a run for his money, I guess, huh? I think you should probably get another chain, by the way. Okay? Because that one's probably pulling on your head, pulling on your brain, and sort of making your head a little bit too big. Alright, so...
You look good until you open your mouth.
And then there was the Dan TDM feud. Back in September 2024, Dan posted a pretty simple tweet criticizing Lunchly, the food brand JJ launched with Logan Paul and Mr. Beast, calling
Oh yeah, the Lunchly and stuff like that. When they was trying out Lunchly and all that.
selling stuff to kids who don't know better than to trust the people selling it to them. That's it. That's the whole spark. A normal, fairly mild criticism from someone with zero interest in actually starting a fight. JJ did not take it that way. Instead of just brushing it off or giving a short reply, he went digging box years earlier and used that to call him a hypocrite. He even brought up Dan's own Tube Heroes toy figures and called them crap, basically trying to throw the same insult back at him. Then it escalated even further because JJ didn't stop at a tweet either. He made an entire 20-minute video addressing it and kept bringing Dan up in interview after interview for weeks afterward. Criticism that took Dan about 15 seconds to type out, JJ spent weeks on it. And the internet noticed how one-sided this whole thing actually was. Fans straight up called his response shitty and immature. And plenty of people pointed out that Dan is one of the most liked people in the entire space. So going after him this hard was never going to land well. Even his own sidemen weren't with him on this one. And that's honestly the most telling part.
Oh no.
So much.
I just do it because I know it pisses people off. Bro, I look on Twitter and I go, oh wow, these people actually care that I'm just saying all these
You
things
said you want
about
to start
Dan.
a real life chant about that.
Yeah, because it's
You
just,
are not the rattler.
I like to continue it because it's just funny.
So you think?
But then I feel like it's reaching its point where it's not even funny for me anymore.
It wasn't funny.
It's not funny.
Nah, bro, it was great. I'm using it as promo for my song.
I'm also just...
You're not rattling Dan, you're rattling his YouTube
fans. That's it. No, it's not Dan. It's
Dan, on the other hand, barely engaged with any of it. When he finally addressed it, he said it was funnier not to respond and pointed out that JJ, being a boxer, genuinely enjoys that back and forth energy. So staying quiet and just watching it play out was more entertaining than actually fighting back, which honestly says a lot on its own. One guy needed weeks of videos, interviews, and old sponsorship receipts to feel like he won something, and the other guy just sat back and let it happen. If we actually covered all of KSI's ego moments, this video would easily be 2 hours long. But because we're all employed and nobody has all day, I think this is a good place to end it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you missed it, check out my previous video.
Alright, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Follow our social media pop on the screen.
Free KSI,
like,
I'll explain.
and we on the road to
I'll see you in the
700.